Hi, this is Kendra with Truist TV in the back with another video.
The police had come here and overreacted, I could have been dead.
And that's precisely
and that was what she did.
Miranda started filming this ugly exchange with their neighbor in Montclair, New Jersey.
You won't go home.
A woman who did in fact call police.
And hopes that they would kill this black man.
Entitlement and black hate.
Because she's jealous. Because she's jealous that he has the money to be able to build in his yard. The jealousy's so real. She did. This is what I mean when I say that white supremacy and racism is built off the back of jealousy. They don't want you to have anything. They don't want you to be married. They don't want you to have kids. They don't want you to have finances. They don't want you to have wealth. That's why they do microaggressions. When you go into stores, they try to act like you stealing. They mad when you can afford it. I'm talking about even if you go into a Walmart. Racism and white supremacy is built off of jealousy. She got so jealous of them being able to build a deck in their back. This white woman got so jealous of this black family being able to build a deck in their backyard. She wanted them to be murdered by the police. And these police officers are fucking disgusting because they would turn around and kill somebody innocently. Let me explain something to any cop. This ain't no place for you to fulfill some unfulfilled dream of killing black folk over your jealousy and your inferiority, insecurity that you got sitting on your back that make you want to pull niggas over for nothing and criminalize them or kill them. I don't know what's wrong with some of y'all white folk that wake up in the morning with hate on your heart, but that ain't got nothing to do with us. That's all your insecurity and your inferiority or your fake inflated superiority, which is the same thing of inferiority as coming from the same demon. It's from a place of insecurity because it's false. Okay, it's like being cocky. You know, a cocky person not confident. It's an inflated self-esteem that's backed by low self-esteem. And that's exactly what superiority is. And a lot of y'all walk around here with inflated self-esteem and self-worth, thinking that you are perceiving that someone else think that you better when you're not. You walk around here insecure, ready to kill a black man, lie on a black man, cheat a black man, cheat a black woman, and kill a black woman, kill their children, and for nothing. What? Your insecurities. Your insecurities. She was willing to weaponize the police, and police are willing to be weaponized. That's the problem with society. And this is everywhere in America. The police are ready to be weaponized. Then take your ass over there when they start drafting for whatever war they trying to make. Take your ass over there to that war. Don't stay here. Don't stay here. Ain't no room. Our civilians ain't the enemy. As a matter of fact, white men are more likely to be domestic terrorists than anybody. Get your ass when they start drafting for World War III, IV, whatever they trying to make. Make sure y'all draft all these goddamn police officers, all of them, because they gung-ho and they ready to fight and they ready for battle. Do not leave not near one of these, women included, do not discriminate, because they all over here want to be so gung-ho, ready for battle. Well, nigga, there's a war coming. I guarantee you there is. Draft them niggas. Draft all these police officers. We don't need them here. There's too many of them and too many of them willing to weaponize themselves. Well, be that weapon in a different country. We need y'all up out of here. I'm so over it. I defund police. I've been said that. We got way too many. We got way too many police. We don't need that many. And in New York alone, when I see these cops walking around in New York, even in Long Island, when they driving around, they're bored. They don't got nothing to do but cause trouble. They will write tickets for nothing. They will harass you for nothing. There's too many of them. They need to all take them and take their ass over there. Ain't there a war in what country over there that needs some new soldiers? Take some of these cops, give them a new position. We do not need them here. It's not all the crime in the world. We don't need that many. There's too many of them. And the problem is they're willing to be weaponized. They're willing to be weaponized. They're willing to do the bidding. When I seen the video of them beating up that black man, the cowardice of it. This man is chained and locked down. You're kicking and punching and beating him. A whole bunch of old-ass white men. You couldn't really fight that man for real. You had to do that to that man. It's so sad and pathetic that you could even feel tough beating up a armed man, an armed black man. I don't care how big he is. He becomes now weak And if he's being chained and wrapped up and beaten and kicked by a group of y'all, you a pussy for real. A lot of this stuff is cowardice. None of them tough. They only do this to black people they can do this to. This is why I said there needs to be certain restrictions on becoming police officers. You need to be well educated in other races. Well educated. You need to have been around other races so that you're able to work with them. There needs to be a height, a gender requirement. I don't care what nobody say. It's too many attacks on women police officers where you see them get beat up by men. You should not be no cop, no way. I don't care what nobody say. Women cannot do everything men do, and that's for a reason. Sit down. And the reason why women should not be cops is the same reason why short men should not be cops. Reason why men who have inferiority complex, either been a bully or been bullied, should not be police officers either. Why? Because you're not dealing with a full deck of cards. Because of your insecurity, your inferiority or superiority complex, you are not going to be able to make rash or righteous judgment. Everything is going to be backed off your insecurity. That's what a woman does. She comes into that job when she's a police officer already feeling underestimated due to the fact that she's a woman. A short man, he already feels underestimated because he's short. An insecure man about his ability to perform or do his duty because he's been bullied or been a bully. That insecurity and inferiority complex, he's not going to use righteous judgment, and due to those insecurities, he's not going to do his job correctly. He's going to always be proving himself like the woman. And these are the reasons why you need certain requirements. I feel like police officers should only be male with a certain height and a certain weight. That's it. They cannot be bullied or have been a bully in their high school. So they need to start running records as far back as high school. Any record, I don't care if you've been bullied, you cannot, because you're going to want revenge and you're going to lash out unless you get the proper therapy where you can understand that people do stupid things and you're not going to take that with you into your adulthood and start acting it out. You cannot become a police officer. Women should not be a police officer. I don't care your height, your weight, nothing. Because there's a man that's stronger than you that if you subdue him, he will beat you up. Like that point blank period, go sit down. They be like, that's sexist. No, it's not. It's real. We ain't got no business being cops. Well, I always said that. No business. Number one, it'll also cause you to do things you're not supposed to do, like choke out people, kill and hit and abuse. Even there was a woman over here in New York who was fingering another woman. A police officer woman sticking her finger up another woman's poom-poom. Why? Because she now becomes a man in her eyes. She now becomes above the law. She's trying to prove herself by acting manly. That stuff don't happen if she wasn't a woman. She don't feel the need to prove herself by acting in such a way. Go take the women jobs. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody say. I'm a woman myself. I do not believe. I'm not a feminist at all. I do not believe women can do everything men can do, and I'm all right with that. It's all right. We don't need to be able to do everything they do. It's okay. I don't believe women should be cops. I don't believe short men should be cops. I don't believe men who are insecure, their performance based are fat men. None of that should be cops. I don't feel like after a certain age, I don't feel like you should be a cop either because you feel inferior and due to your age, you gonna want to prove yourself. You shouldn't be a cop. Anybody that got something to prove should not be police officers. Any racists should not. You have an insecurity and a mental illness when you're racist or prejudiced. You should not be a cop. You are not going to make sound judgment. You are walking around with too many handicaps. You should not be a cop at all. You are not mentally capable to be a cop. I feel like cops should only be people who can mentally understand their role, their position, who are well-rounded in other races of people, who have a decent background, who have not bullied or been bullied, or who, if they have been bullied or been a bully, they were rehabilitated by getting the necessary psychiatric assistance they need to make them empathetic again, right? Because certain trauma can remove empathy. Anybody with any form of prejudice, I don't care on what race you got. I don't care if you got an Asian prejudice or racism, Spanish. I don't care if you got a brown skin a prejudice. I don't care what or racist. I don't care if you are if you're a black man that don't like a white man. If you have any of those hang-ups, do not, I repeat, do not become a cop. You are doing the world. If you're a black man who hate black men, don't become a cop. You have too many mental illnesses. It ain't gonna work. You are not going to make sound and righteous judgment. Women, don't become cops. You have way too much to prove. Sit down. Go get the desk job and be content. Why put your life on the line? Get your nails done. You done got them acrylics. You done got the full set of toes. You got the tight suit on. Sit your ass down. Be seen in the precinct, and that's it. I'm so serious. Like, that's so, no, I'm serious. Because when that man get up that you subdue and can bust your mouth to the white meat, and you sitting up there looking around dizzy because the perpetrator done knock you to sleep, is letting you know that you shouldn't be in that position in the first place. I do security. And let me explain something to you. I had the men that was fixing up the buildings, the construction work, because you got to stay overnight in some the luxury stores. They protected me because even though I was security, I was still a woman. And the man that wanted to come in, they was like, nah, you ain't going to do that. They understood I was a woman. Hell, I knew I was a woman. And if they were going to take the lead and defend me, I let them. Because I'm a girl. What I'm going to do? I ain't about to go toe-to-toe with this man. I don't care if I could subdue and beat him. I'm not trying to figure it out to prove it. I have nothing to prove. I don't mind staying in my femininity. Go take several seats. Okay? Take several. You got too much to prove. You're not going to do your job right. That's just what it is. There needs to be better stipulations and requirement to be police officers. Point blank. There's too many of them walking around here with insecurities. Too many of them walking around here with vendettas against other races, waiting for the opportunity to take that frustration out on an unassuming, unexpected brown-skinned person who did nothing to them, or an unexpected, unassuming immigrant who did nothing to them. We don't have time for this. Y'all too grown. Keep your hands to yourself. Stop lying. Stop weaponizing these police officers. I don't care how you feel. If you jealous, too bad. Scratch your ass, as my mother used to say, and get glad. I don't know how to fix that with you. You're going to need therapy. You need God. Go pray. Because jealousy is making you weaponize police. Something's wrong with you. Who thinks about killing somebody out of jealousy? You know how low down and pathetic you got to be to want somebody dead because you jealous of them? It's pathetic. Anyway, this is Kendra with True Us TV. This needed to be discussed. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Share this video. Peace out.